fam, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do this Queen from Another World tutorial. This is my NYX entry for the top 30. Well, there is 30 of us competing, but we're trying to get to the top 20. So this is what I came up with. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I am super excited and proud of this look, and I just wanted to do something very out of the box. Our category was royalty. I didn't want to do just any regular queen, so this is what I came up with. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you did, don't forget to vote for me on nyxfaceawards.com. I would really appreciate it, and I really want to make it into the next round, so I need your guys' help for that. Voting starts on the 19th, so please don't forget to vote. You can vote 3 times per email per day of voting. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. It's the red subscribe button, and it's free, and I post new videos every single week. And without further ado, let's get into this tutorial. Alright guys, so first we're going to be taking some wire and we're going to start to work on our crown. We're going to be making spikes and then sticking the wire into the spikes and then sticking them into the styrofoam block to let them dry. This is a really good tip if you are working on anything that needs to dry on its bottom but can't stand up by itself, is the styrofoam block and the wire. So using your hands and a flat surface, you are going to roll the lightweight clay into the shape that you want it to set in. And you're going to do this over and over again until you have as many spikes as you want in your crown. And then we're going to move on to our staff, which I used 3 pieces of styrofoam, a triangle one and 2 circle ones, and I'm shaping the triangle one into a point, and then I'm putting some wire into the 2 to connect them, and then I spray painted them, but don't pay attention to that part because I ended up not liking it and going over it with something different anyway. But moving on to the collar, we are taking some more wire and we are going to just cut that into the length of the collar, so the bottom of the collar and the top of the collar, however long you want those. And then I'm just carefully going to wrap a smaller piece of wire to connect them both at the end. And then we're going to put in some wires in the back just to stabilize it a little bit. I ended up putting 3, 1 in the back and then 1 on each side. And then we're just going to cover that structure with some kind of felt so that we have something to stick the feathers to. I am gluing that on to the wire with hot glue, and then I'm going to go in with the feathers. You can use however many feathers you would like to achieve the feather collared look. I just wanted to make sure that you couldn't see through the collar at any point. So I really just stuck the feathers in every part possible on the collar. And then once I covered it with white feathers, I went in with some black just to give it some dimension, and I did the same thing to the back of the collar with big feathers. After that is done, I'm going to line the perimeter with some ribbon with the hot glue gun. I'm also going to leave some excess ribbon on the edges so I can tie it in together like so when I have it on. Moving on back to the crown, we are going to cover each spike with some glue and then roll it in glitter so that the whole entire spike is covered in the glitter. After we are done with the spikes, we are also going to do this onto the styrofoam pieces that you've seen earlier. I really didn't like how the spray paint was looking and I wanted it to be able to pop more. So what I did was I carved out a place for the diamond to go into the styrofoam, and then I did the same thing that we did to the spikes on the styrofoam pieces as well. Also, don't forget to cover the staff handle with the glue and the glitter as well, so everything looks like it belongs together. Then we're going to move on to the crown again. So this was a little bit hard to do. I tried a couple different techniques. The best technique was to secure the crown with something on the desk like so, and to bend the wire over and hot glue over that. And then once that was dry, I just clipped off the edges of the wire and then covered them in hot glue so there wasn't anything that was too pointy. And then we're going to move on to the chain on the crown. This took so long, and you need a lot of patience for this, but we are individually cutting and measuring each piece of chain so that they all match. And I'm also going to put a row above that one and then 2 more going from the center to the outer of the crown. And then we're going to line the perimeter of the crown with white feathers and then put a couple black accent feathers in the front so that it kind of matches the collar. And then we're going to move on to the diamond placement. So I'm placing the diamonds in between each spike of the crown so that there's enough spacing and that it doesn't look too crowded. I'm also going to be gluing in the diamonds onto the styrofoam pieces. Now this process took a long time as well. I'm just gluing the diamonds around the collar edge and then placing the chains like on the crown onto the collar as well. Once everything is dried, I'm gluing the 2 pieces together and then putting some background feathers behind the crown so that it doesn't look so spacey. So once that is done, we are just going to put the staff together. So I just made some holes into the styrofoam so that I could glue everything together. And then I added some feathers and chains onto the staff as well. And then once we are done with that, we can move on to the makeup part of this tutorial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my hair out of my face, and then I'm going to glue down my eyebrows so that you can't see them in the finished makeup look. Going in with the Angelville primer, I'm going to prime my face and chest, and then cover my eyebrows with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. And then going in with the NYX sponges and the white cream color by NYX, and we're going to put that onto our face and our chest, going in with multiple layers so we can make this as opaque as possible. And then we're going to set that with NYX's HD finishing powder with a big fluffy brush, and we're just going to sweep that all over the white and then go back in with that NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and we're going to prime our eyes with that and set it as well with the NYX sponge and the setting powder. And then we're going to be going in with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean, and we're going to work on our perimeter and contour. I'm going to be going in with my finger to blend at first just to get a rough outline, and then we're going to go back over everything and darken everything up with a black shadow. Try and make everything as even as possible before you move on to the next step, which is taking the black cream color by NYX, and we're going to start to outline the detail work on our face. I'm first going in with these 2 lines in between my eyes, and I'm just going to thicken that up and then move on to the eyeshadow. I am taking a black shadow and I'm just going to start to smoke out the inner and outer corner of our eyes, and then once I have that built up the way I want it to, I'm going to just start to shadow the rest of the perimeter of our character's look. So on our shoulders, around our collarbones, and any other little detail shadows that you would like to add. And then I'm going to be going in with some more line work around my neck and then on my chest and on my shoulders. I'm going over this twice just to make sure it's nice and black. And then I'm just going to shade wherever I feel like it needs more depth. And then for the lips, I just went in with the NYX black cream color and I did an ombre look. So I went on the edges with the black and then ombreed it into the center with the white cream color. And then I went in with NYX's eyeshadow Blue Jeans, and we're going to accent with this color. So we're just going to pop this into any parts that really look like they're not finished yet. So I went into the edges of all of the line work and in the corners of my eyes and in the center of my forehead. And then I'm going to contour my nose and blend that out a bit, and then add this NYX pigment in diamonds on all of my highlighted parts of my face. And then we're going to start on the eyeliner. So I wanted to do this weird little curve underneath my eyes to make them look bigger. And then I just went in and did a dramatic wing liner on the top as well. And then I went in and colored my pointed ear the same color scheme as the rest of my body, and put my sclera lens in to make my eyes black, and then my fake lashes, my wig, and all of my accessories. And then I painted my hand so that it looked like part of the creature, and that is it. You are done with this creepy yet awesome queen. Alright guys, so that is it for this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you did, don't forget to vote for me on NYXFaceAwards.com. I would really appreciate it. Voting starts on the 19th, so please don't forget to vote. You can vote 3 times per email per day of voting, and I need all the votes that I can get, and that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I love y'all so much. Bye. Oh, beep. No, what should be my sound? No?
Ouch.
No.